Hi, everyone. I am Jocelyn Mercado. I'm the founder of Sacred Planet, and I am a visibility coach for evolutionary entrepreneurs. And today I want to share with you about the power of evolutionary entrepreneurs to change the economic structure and the social structure of our world. So, as entrepreneurs, we truly do have the ability to shift the trajectory that human beings are on going into the future. And so I want you to first think about how, just as consumers, we can decide the future with our purchases. So, for example, when we buy organic food as opposed to regular food, right, we are supporting organic farmers who are using practices that are kinder to the earth. We are also supporting farmers who are promoting health, right? And we're supporting stores who are offering these products. So we're not only improving the health of ourselves and our families, those who are going to eat what we purchase, but we're also supporting the producers, the farmers, the growers, as well as the retail outlets that are selling this organic produce and organic food. And so we are directing the money away from those organizations that are promoting pesticides and GMOs, and we're directing the money toward the organic based farmers and sellers, right? So this is very important. We want to really think about how our purchases and the decisions that we're making are funneling resources in a certain direction. So think about now how, as an entrepreneur, you are to a much greater extent directing the flow of money, right? So if you are, for example, a coach or a healer or a teacher in some way where you are raising consciousness, right, where you are helping people evolve on their path toward living the fullest life, toward doing the greatest good in the world, right? So you are taking money out of the larger economy and shifting it away from these large, like the oil companies, the huge mega multinational corporations, and you are directing more and more of the flow of money toward healing and towards the awakening of consciousness and toward teaching and returning to the truth, returning to what we know in our hearts, our intuition, our innate wisdom, as well as ancient wisdom. And so just think about, as more and more highly conscious evolutionary entrepreneurs are coming on the scene, more and more of this global economy is being redirected away from those that are doing harm to the earth, away from those who are making poor decisions based only on capital gains and profit and endless growth. And increasing amounts of money are going to be going into healing, teaching, coaching, etc. These ways that we're changing the world for the positive. So really think about this, right? Really think about your power as an entrepreneur. And not only that, but your power as part of a collective of evolutionary entrepreneurs we're all working together. We have similar goals in mind, right? We have similar values. So we truly can choose to funnel the money in our world based on heart-led decisions and create an entirely new way of relating to money, an entirely new way of using money in our global economy. Now, we all naturally tend to have big woundings around money, and there's a very real, a very visceral reason for this. And the reason is that money has been used for so many of the wrong reasons in our society, in the economy, in global politics, in global business. And we see this from the time we're very young, right? We see how the oil companies are using the earth for profit to make more and more and more money, regardless of the expense in lives that are lost, species that are going extinct, ecosystems that can no longer support the life around them because they've been so destroyed. So we see this. We see the lobbying and the politicians and the way that money is being used to get certain people into office who may not even have the best interests of the country at heart, right? we see all these ways that money is being used for bad. And those are some large scale ways. We see it being used for bad on small and medium scales as well, even in our personal lives. So a lot of us, especially if we're very spiritual, we reach this point where we say, well, I don't want anything to do with money. Money is bad, right? Money only leads to bad things. And the truth is that is not the case. That is a deep wounding. That is a deep limiting belief that we have. The truth is that money is a construct that was invented by humans, but money is a form of the life force, the creational force of the universe. It is a form that we have adapted to our needs, but it is a form that we do require for our survival in this modern westernized world, the way that it has been shifted and changed to today. And so as highly conscious entrepreneurs, as evolutionary and visionary entrepreneurs, we need to develop a good relationship with money. We need to develop a very abundant and expansive relationship with money so that we can come back into a flow with this creation, this force of creation that money actually is, that money is actually representing. And we need to be able to do that because we've got to be able to welcome the money into our world, welcome the financial abundance in, so that we can do more of our good work and complete the mission that we're here to do. You know, so many entrepreneurs that I speak to, they have a really big mission and they're here clearly in this lifetime to change the world in a major way, whether that is through healing or teaching or permaculture or animal communication or whatever this might be, right? And yet they're held back because they feel that money is bad. They can't allow the money to flow freely into their lives. So we need to shift this relationship with money that we have. And we need to allow the money to flow in so that we can complete our mission, so that we can wake up in the morning feeling refreshed and excited and rejuvenated and know that we have plenty of resources to carry out our work. Instead of, you know, the other side of that, the scarcity side is if we were laying awake all night worrying about how we're going to pay the rent or the mortgage. I don't want you to be in that place. I want you to be in a very abundant space because I want you to join with me in shifting the global economy in the way that we can. I want you to join with me in shifting society more and more into high levels of consciousness, very high vibrational frequency, really tuned into healing, really tuned into our intuition so we can receive the messages, receive the vision, and go out and create what we're meant to. But we need to be in an abundant place, financially and otherwise, in order to do that. Now, in 2020, we have a very powerful window in which to really move forward and build our mission. So if you have had big ideas, if you've had big visions coming through, if you've started a business in the past few years and you're still working on trying to get it to take off in the way that it needs to, 2020 is the year for you to take action. Now, there are many reasons for this. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the astrology side of things. So in 2020, for pretty much all of the year, we're going to have 3 really heavy-hitting planets in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn, first of all, is the zodiac sign of structure and building and integrity and discipline and taking action, but in a pretty steadfast way, right? Not an extremely rapid way. This is taking slower action because we know what we are building is a foundation that's going to stand the test of time. That's what Capricorn is all about. Now, Saturn is going to be in the sign of Capricorn for pretty much all of the year. And Saturn is all about the same things, right? Saturn is at home in Capricorn and is very much about slow moving, building, integrity, perseverance, right? So we're going to be really supported in building and in doing things with integrity, in doing things that will take perseverance, but when we work hard, it's going to build a solid foundation to bring us success now and in the future. Now, Jupiter is another planet that's going to be in Capricorn for also almost all of the year in 2020. So Jupiter brings in wealth and abundance. And Jupiter also amplifies whatever else is going on around him, right? So with both of these planets, Saturn and Jupiter, get together in Capricorn, we have the ability, as long as we have integrity, as long as we have perseverance and dedication, and we're willing to work hard, we have the ability, this really amazing window is opening in 2020 for us to build something that's going to bring us tremendous wealth and abundance. If we make this commitment now, if we stick with it. Now, the other major heavy-hitting planet that's going to be in Capricorn this year is Pluto. Now, Pluto is about death and rebirth. Think about the underworld. Think about Hades, right? And really power. You know, Pluto's about death and rebirth, power, very shamanic, very much is, you know, can bring us shamanic initiations, can bring us a lot of transformation, can bring us a lot of chaos and upheaval. So with all three of these planets in Capricorn throughout 2020, it's pretty incredible to think about the transformations we're going to be called to go through around money, around power. So there could be really big shifts that occur in our world, in our global economy, in our global politics, in our global, the way that society is set up and society is currently running in our modern westernized world. There could be some really transformative shifts. There could be some chaos and some upheaval. But if we are doing the work, if we are connected in with our vision, right, and the higher mission that our soul is here to complete in this lifetime, and if we are building in a steadfast way with integrity, we're going to receive what we need this year to really come into our power, to really, for each of you listening as an individual, to step into leadership. But not only that, for the collective of those of us who want to create big changes in the world, we're going to be able to come together in a really powerful way to stand up against the authorities in a whole new way, to bring the power to those who are willing to do the good work, who are working for the highest good for all involved. And so that's my invitation to you for this year of 2020, is to put yourself in a position to really be building, to be taking back your power, to be claiming your power in a whole new way, different than you've ever done before. And to, with an eye toward what are you going to leave as your legacy, right? Really big picture thinking. Think about, what do I need to build in 2020 to contribute to my legacy, to lay the foundation for wealth and abundance and success that is going to carry me for many, many years and even many decades, because that's what we have the ability to create right now. So I want to share with you that there is a program that I am launching together with my colleague Ver Deleuze, and this is called Archetypal Alignment, Your 2020 Visionary Blueprint for Personal and Business Success. Now, this program is starting on January 8th, 2020, and Ver Deleuze and I are going to guide you through the first 6 months of 2020, January through June. And we're going to guide you based on 4 key pillars that are going to help you navigate all of the big energy that's coming in 2020 and really discern what it is that you need to build and begin the process of building in a very powerful way. We're going to support you. We're going to guide you. This is a group program. We have a lot of space to give you really hands-on personalized guidance and coaching in that program. So the 4 pillars that we're going to share with you and that will be included every month, January through June, are, first of all, evolutionary astrology. Now, this is the specialization of my colleague, Ver Deleuze. He has been working in evolutionary astrology for over 14 years. He is quite an expert. It's very powerful to receive a reading from him, to receive the information that he shares about astrology and how it impacts our lives. So he's going to share with us every month the best times to take certain actions, as well as the worst times to take certain actions, so you can be very strategic about what you're doing and when. Also, he's going to share with us how your astrology reveals your soul contracts, your higher mission, and the way that you're meant to collaborate with others, whether that is in business relationships or in love relationships or in friends and family relationships. So there's so much here in evolutionary astrology that can help you evolve into your highest self, bring in the financial resources and other resources that you need, and take action in powerful ways and know exactly when to take those actions so that they will be supported by the cosmic energies and have the greatest impact. Now, the second pillar that we're going to be looking at in this program is on mythical archetypes and goddess power. So we're going to be really inviting you every single month to work with a specific goddess who she herself embodies the energy of what we'll be experiencing that month. And we will be inviting you to really step into the power that she brings. Now, working with archetypes is extremely powerful because it allows you to try on a different energy, a different personality, a different form of power than you're used to carrying in your day-to-day life. And this is a really, an incredibly potent way to allow you to step into who you are becoming, to allow you to choose a future state for yourself where you are having the impact that you want, where you are really sharing your message in a big way with the world, where you are feeling powerful, appearing powerful, showing up as a true leader, to really embody that in the form of these different goddesses and begin to live in that way. Begin to embody that goddess, begin to speak and act and even think, even make decisions in the way that that goddess would do. This is extremely powerful. This work has created huge shifts in my life, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to share it with all of you. Now, the next major pillar that we're going to be working with is shamanic practices. So Vergelus and I both are very practiced in doing different shamanic work. And so we will lead you in different practices such as shamanic journeying to really help you get in touch with your guides and ancestors, your angels, those who are always surrounding you, always there to protect you, to get in touch with them in a much deeper way and to receive the messages that they want you to know, to receive your soul messages. And even to get in touch with your deepest inner knowing and what is held in your DNA from your ancestors, right? Vergelus is an amazing practitioner of breath work. So we will be working with breath work and through that past life regression. Both of these are extremely powerful practices for clearing away the old pain and trauma and woundings and opening you up to your full potential. So there's a lot here. We'll be sharing different shamanic practices with you each month that you can do both during our live sessions and carry forward and do as practices afterwards. And finally, the fourth pillar that we're going to share with you is around visionary entrepreneurship. So this is something that I cannot wait to share about, something that I am very much an expert in. And so we're going to share with you how you can really step into visibility and thought leadership with confidence and courage and conviction and get your message out into the world in a much bigger way than you ever have before. We will share with you how to become visible, okay? What are the actual steps of getting your message out there, and how to really do this in a way that it's going to make a big difference, that is going to truly change people's lives. Because I know that while the financial abundance is very important for all of us, that's probably not your main focus. Your main focus is probably helping the world to heal, helping people to heal. So how can we bring all of that together? Right? We want to share with you how you can create your business in a way that will bring you tremendous financial abundance, that will allow you to step into your leadership and your visibility and your power and get your message out. But all of this with the ultimate goal of shifting, changing the world for the better, and healing people, helping people's lives to be changed for the better, right? So we're bringing together all four of these pillars, and I can't wait to share this with you. So if this sounds exciting, then go ahead and go to jocelynmercado.com archetypal alignment. And you can also find that link in the description field below this video on YouTube. So go and check out this program. Now, the program registration is closing tomorrow, which is Wednesday, December 18th at 11:59 p.m. New York time. That is the last day that we will have the registration open. So this program we're offering it at an incredibly low price. So go check it out. Go check out the page, all that's included. Check out the bios for me and Verdeluz. There's also some beautiful testimonials so you can see what other clients have said about working with both of us. And yeah, I just want to really encourage you as an evolutionary entrepreneur. You are here to change the world, and I can't wait to see what you're going to create.